नमस्कार, RTDs गाजियाबाद NCR दिल्ली ओम सच्ची जनवानी चैनल पर आपका स्वागत है। चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, वीडियो को शेयर लाइक कमेंट करें। अभी हम जो जवाब सुन रहे थे JD मिश्रा जी का, वही है, कंटिन्यूड है। वो बीच में छूट गया था, कट गया था मेरा। मिस्टर N शंकरा सुब्रमण्यम को जो उन्होंने जवाब दिया था स्मॉल कमेटी मीटिंग के ऊपर, वो ही चीज़ उसी के ऊपर वीडियो चल रहा है, तो आगे सुनिए आप। उसी कंटिन्यूएशन में है। 6 पॉइंट उन्होंने लिखा था, पेंशन फंड्स बिलोंग टू फ्यूचर रिटायरीज एंड हु ज्वाइन प्रायर टू अप्रैल 10 2 claiming availability of funds to meet updation is wrong. Instead of profitability of banks be brought to the notice of the court to establish that the banks can meet the updation cost without any difficulty. A few fundamental points about the funding would include the following. Number A, pension regulation 5.3 provides that the bank shall be contributor to the fund and shall ensure the sufficient sums are placed in it to enable the pension fund trustee to make due payments to the beneficiaries under these regulations. Number B, the pension fund was constituted as perpetual funds, but introduction of new pension scheme for those who had joined 1st April 2010 has robbed the fund for its character of perpetuity. The funds has now become a close-ended one and shall become reserved for the bank on the death of last pensioner under the old pension scheme. The fund is thus a long-term investment for bank and a performing assets. Number B, all those who joined the service prior to 1985 when the government put a ban on recruitment have almost retired, barring a few recruitments under special circumstances between 1985 to 1997. There shall nil recruitment. Those who are further beneficiaries of the old pension scheme pension fund are largely those who are recruited between 1997 and April 2010. Their retirement will take place around 2035 and will add to the number of pensioners, but during intervening period 10 to 11 years the existing pensioners shall continue to die in normal course and reduce the number of pensioners within normal provisions. And annual yields and ability of pension fund to meet the pension liability is quite sufficient. Moreover, ensuring the sufficiency of funds is the sole responsibility of the bank, and which is not liable to the profitability of the bank, as the pension regulations are subordinately legislation. The provision therefore being statutory have precedence over the regulatory provisions for NPAs. It is for this reason that the pension fund provision are made even before arriving at operating profit as a statutory revenue expenditure. Number C, pension regulation 11 makes it obligatory for bank to make such additional contributions to the fund as may be required to secure payment of the benefits under these regulations. The pension regulations have no provision for linking the contributors to pension funds to profitability of the bank or making it dependent on the profitability of the bank. Our argument citing banks' profitability to establish the affordability is susceptible to risk during the times when banks may not have sufficient profit. It is statutory liability of the bank to make sufficient contributions, and we should not attempt to trick or vitiate the same. Number D, for the reasons given above, linking the sustainability of the pension fund to the profitability of the bank will have disastrous consequences. Conclusion, let our faith on merits of our case for updation of pension pending before the Honorable Supreme Court Singla not dwell on the unfortunate grounds God willing the bank pensioners will win the fight against injustice being meted out to them for over 32 years. JD शर्मा, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट आइबा पार्क। तो ये एक बहुत ही अच्छा जवाब भी था और एक बहुत अच्छा सभी लोगों के लिए है कि वो इसको देखें और अच्छी तरह से इसको स्टडी भी कर लें। तो ये था। और एक थोड़ा सा मैं और भी आपको एक मैसेज आया मेरे पास, फ्लैश न्यूज़ 18 अक्टूबर 24 द कम्यूटेशन केस एट पंजाब एंड हरियाणा हाई कोर्ट चंडीगढ़। ये हमारे धर्म सिंह जी ने भेजा, सीनियर रिटायरी हैं। फ्रेंड्स टुडे मेन केस ऑफ द कम्यूटेशन वाज लिस्टेड फॉर hearing bank was advised to file re-applying within 1 week. Bank's application for revocation of stay was not entertained by court. Case adjourned 22 November 24 for final arguments. Top up for working employees. Number 2, top up for working employees. The premium for top up insurance, the top up for working employees, the premium for top up insurance is to be borne by the employees himself or herself. Some assured premium award staff and officer staff, इस तरह से इन्होंने बताया है। अवार्ड स्टाफ एश्योर्ड 4 lakhs, ऑफिसर स्टाफ एम्प्लॉई 5 lakhs, प्रीमियम 10,701 है, जीएसटी 1926 है, टोटल मिला के 12,697 अवार्ड स्टाफ का। ऑफिसर 5 lakh पर 12,201 ये प्रीमियम है, जीएसटी 2,196, टोटल 14,397। ये सुपर टॉपअप का है, टॉपअप का। 3 पेमेंट ऑफ एक्स-ग्रेटिया बैंक हैज़ एडवाइज्ड in response to an RTI query that the ex-gratia amount is being paid by debit to charges account instead of premium fund. Number 1, ex-gratia is part of BPS रेफरेंस 7/12/2023 का उनका कम्युनिकेशन है चाहे पर चर्चा। RTI मैसेज ऑफ जनरल सेक्रेटरी फेडरेशन ऑफ SBI पेंशन एसोसिएशन होप दिस इंफॉर्मेशन क्लियर ऑल द कन्फ्यूजन इन दिस रिगार्ड। तो ये इन्होंने एक छोटा सा मैसेज भेजा था और मैंने इसको आपको इसी में बता दिया है। धन्यवाद साथियों। भारत माता की जय, वंदे मातरम। थैंक्स सर।